Welcome to the Tesla Economist. Please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I'm sorry if some of you were upset that I'm not a loyal enough believer of the hallowed ARK price target. That wasn't my intention to upset you, and you shouldn't take it that way. Just as you shouldn't take ARK's price target as gospel, you should definitely second guess these things, especially when it's your money involved. I've been watching some of the YouTube fanboys react too. They haven't questioned any of it. They've just accepted it all and gone along with the excitement. So I ask you, what's the point of even watching them? They've literally accepted it all with blind loyalty. I've told you before, I'm not here to serve as an echo chamber for you. I want a channel that serves as an individualist, taking as much data from source as possible and giving an objective opinion on what it means, just like how I invest. And unlike ARK, I only have one stock to concentrate on, Tesla. As much as a Tesla bull I am, it's not my job to solely serve up bullish data on a platter. I do thorough competitive analysis, and I look at all the negative news, and make my mind up accordingly, once I've gotten to the bottom of the facts. As I've demonstrated in the past, I may have a tendency to overbelieve what Elon says, but he is literally the most credible person about the company and industry. I think I was admittedly actually very frustrated with this report. I was initially excited to finally see the coveted ARK price target, just like many of you. But to just have been given some numbers, without any basis on why or how, other than assigning arbitrary percentages to various scenarios, is absolutely useless. And to have excluded energy altogether, without a good reason, and okay, you can say it's because Tesla are battery constrained and won't be able to do energy storage, but how many batteries does a solar panel require? None. And Tesla are guaranteed to keep selling Powerwalls, just as they are likely to step up their megapacks too, and soon release some heat pumps. However, I think a lot of you have also misunderstood where I see Tesla. If anything, I think their bullish price target is likely lower than I expected, but I can at least justify how I get there. Every criticism I've received, I've shown you with true numbers and real math of how I arrived at them. It wasn't just me not believing ARK, but I made calculations of the exact numbers ARK provided, and for all of those who said I didn't look at the spreadsheets from GitHub, where do you think I got those numbers? I even showed screenshots of them throughout the videos, to show you every way I gathered the info they provided. Again, what's the point of reading price targets without any explanation of how we arrive at them? How can ARK justify adding a new model of car that they think will account for the majority of sales, that Tesla have never mentioned, and then not even saying anything about it in the report? ARK, we need some answers. In investing, there's a simulation used to explain fund managers' success. You imagine a room with 100 people sitting down. You ask them all to stand up and pull out a coin. They toss a coin, and those that got tails sit down. About 50 of them sit down. You do it again, and again. Eventually you're left with perhaps 1 or 2 people still standing who've just got 8 heads in a row. Now, this is a room of 100 people. Think how many investors, fund managers, or stock analysts there are in the world. Some of them are going to get a lot of heads in a row. Just because they've been right several times in a row doesn't mean they'll be right the next time. No one can predict the future. I mean, even economists too have predicted 7 out of the last 2 crashes. Then what's different about Warren Buffett? How does he get it right? Patience. One of the best explanations I heard him and Charlie Munger say was investing was like swimming. Sometimes the tide's against you, sometimes it's with you. But as long as you keep swimming, over the long term, you're going to get somewhere. Making fast money overnight is mainly luck, and sometimes just dumb luck. So I ask you, Tasha and Cathie, to at least explain yourselves. Do you have some esoteric knowledge about Tesla that we're not privy to? Why would you arbitrarily decide to add a new product as Tesla's biggest selling model? Why did you exclude the semi-truck? Why did you exclude the van? Why did you exclude heat pumps? Why did you exclude solar? Why did you exclude Powerwalls? Why did you exclude megapacks? In your robotaxi models, why aren't you showing us the fares that you expect? Why would you assume 60% of all Tesla owners would give up their car and convert to robotaxi? And if so, how much did you actually mean for them to earn? Where do you see Tesla's PE ratio in 2025? Why do your robotaxi numbers have the owners losing money? How can Tesla sell a $15,000 EV when they're struggling so much to get a $25,000 one? And why do you mention nothing about it in your report? And why don't you even say this $15,000 EV is for robotaxis, as you leave the assumption the Model 2, or A, as you call it, is the only robotaxi, despite it being obvious all new Teslas are being designed for robotaxis? In your table, why do you only show the bull and bear results and disregard your expected results? So Tasha and Cathie, if you've done so much work on this report, then please give us the basis on where the numbers are derived. It's arrogant just to print out a bunch of numbers and expect people to believe you, just because you are the almighty ARK Invest. Although, perhaps your arrogance was justified, as so many fanboys have done just that. You've shown us some promising numbers and gotten a lot of investors excited, so how about you back them up with how you got to them in the first place? This is an open invitation. I'm sure plenty of investors would like to know. Anyway, that's all I have to say about ARK's price target for now. Either way, at least I learned something. Thanks for listening. Please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.